the pressure increase or decrease?
Extra pressure,
Baby, when you whine and pause. Yeah, well, welcome back to Sonic Conversations, where we talk about everything that shapes our lifestyle, relationships, mindset shifts, and everything in between. I'm Bennett.
And I'm Diana, and today we are tackling a topic that we all face at some point. Pressure. Is it pressure from work, society, family, or our own expectations? Is it something we can avoid? Yes, well, it is something we can avoid.
Yeah, well, I think pressure is part of life. It's true. Pressure can come in different forms and it can affect us in different ways. But why do we feel pressure and how can we handle it?
Well, today we are diving into different types of pressure and how it can be handled.
The first one is personal pressure. I think in life, buli omu at some point,
Personal pressure.
there's something that is pressurizing you personally.
Yes.
And this comes from the goals, the big goals that we set, or when we feel like we have to live a certain standard.
Yes.
Or this can come from by this time I should be somewhere. I should have my life figured out at this age. I should be married, where the other one is married, or I should
have a car.
Yes, I should be driving a certain kind of car. I should be having my mansion. I should be having a successful business. So the pressure that we impose on ourselves, yeah, that's personal pressure.
Well, personal pressure, as you said, it has very many, should I call them causes? Okay, very many causes. Now, like me, I want to. Okay, yes, that's the right word to say. I want to own a business of bags. I've seen Bennett has bags. I also want the same thing. So I'm going to put myself on pressure. I have to look for money. I have to find someone who will help me import my bags. I have to pay tax. You know, that personal, all on one person. So personal pressure. But personal pressure is not that good.
Yes, and I believe why do I feel like most of these causes, the causes of personal pressure, still might come from social media? What we see on the social media, like you've said, I've seen the other one has a certain business. So why is it that me, I don't have anything? So you might end up doing things that you're not supposed to do.
Forgetting because you must have some knowledge on a particular business that you want to start. Not necessarily Bennett has a bag business, also want a bag business. You know what she goes through to get?
Exactly. And this leads us to doing mistakes in life or making wrong choices because you want to do what the other one does, or you want to get somewhere, you want a certain car that is really expensive and you haven't, earned enough to get it. You make wrong choices, start sleeping around to earn money, you start, getting loans that you're not supposed to get.
You've reminded me of something, but still it's concerning personal pressure. So there is a story I read somewhere. So this girl, she's from a certain university. So she had a friend, every beautiful girl has, is it a dwarf? Like that particular person that is not that good looking.
Yes.
So this chick was really, really pretty, brown, nyanko, you know how
with nyash.
So she was working at a particular hotel, and every man that could look at her, so there is a particular guy that approached the pretty friend.
You don't drink poison.
And there is a particular guy that approached the pretty friend. Namgambo mani tugenda genda. I'm going to use Dubai. Tugenda Dubai. Bring someone who will accompany you so that you don't feel out of place.
Yes. Were they going alone, like the guy and the babe, and then without any other extra, they wanted to go with the babe alone?
The guy wanted the babe, but the guy had a friend. So a friend wanted a babe.
Things,
So they went, long story short, they went, had fun and all that. But what surprised the other girl, not the pretty friend, was that the man didn't sleep with her, but she gave her money, like literally everything, and she started questioning herself. Banangiza kanyirira. Omusajja ampaatya ssente bweziti.
Yes,
So
without, yeah.
she owned webavaayo n'afuna boutique n'ava mu hostel.
And yet they didn't even sleep together.
They didn't sleep together. Nothing happened. N'afuna apartment. Things were going on well. Then later on, the guy who gave her money texted her. Namugamba bambi weebale. My business is now boosting. So she was yamweyambulirako.
Yes.
Remember they didn't have sex.
Yes.
So I wonder how that worked.
Exactly.
Yamweyambuliramu.
How?
Okuva kwolwo, the girl lost her business, her apartment,
Everything that she had. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's
all
really
because of
unfortunate.
pressure. It's benefit mulungi, this and this. So
It's really unfortunate. These are the things that we go through or that girls go through because you want to get somewhere, or you want to be like your friend, and you end up making mistakes. Now we get spiritual issues and spiritual problems
in the name of pressure.
Yes, pressure and getting there, or being like the other person, and that leads us to social pressure, like the pressure that we get from the world around us. It could be family expectations or friends expectations, what people think, or where people think you should be, or how people think you should
they want
be.
You to.
Yes, how they want you to be. Yeah. And take an example. Every girl, when you finish school, they expect you to be married.
Yes.
Whether you're 24, most of the girls, you leave school and you're like 23 and you finish, you've graduated.
In Africa.
Yes. And after that, immediately after that, people from the village, they are like, hey, Pozi, did you finish school? Yes. You graduated? Yes. So to you. When it's like, when are you getting married? Or when you ask, like we saw Imo saying, I will get married on my wedding day. So that's the pressure that we get, from home. And every time you visit your home, yes, like, have I asked you when you're dying or something? Exactly, and it's really unfortunate because they expect you to be somewhere, and still again that leads us to making mistakes.
Yes,
and because I'm pressurized by family or by friends to get married, every man that comes my way, whether I'm contented with them or whether I'm okay with them, I just go with that person.
And nowadays, girls, you have this problem. Benefit or child day. Now you're also in pressure.
Yes.
And the next.
Exactly.
And the next. Child.
And yet your relationship hasn't gotten there. So you even start pressurizing your man. Yeah. So it's let's not feel pressure. Let's not act upon that. Is it called impulsive actions or what?
Yes,
like you feel like you have to do it because the other one has done it.
Yes.
Or because your parents are telling you to do it. So if you do, let me give an example again. If you're telling your girl or your daughter that you have to get married, every single man, and most of these men that come through might be married or something. So they lie to your girl. I will marry you because you've had that.
Been in my
because you've had that, I will marry you, and your family is pressurizing you. You're like, okay, kawa. So you end up
end up going with a witch doctor.
Exactly, with a witch doctor, or you get pregnant with a person that is not going to marry you, or you bring up, you start settling for less. They beat you up, but because you want to get married, you go with that.
Mama, take your time. Don't be on pressure.
Don't be on pressure, and don't let family, pressurize you. Take your time. My chances might not be your chances.
Yes. We have different blessings.
Yes. So please, yeah. And I think that also leads us to relationship pressure.
Yep.
Pressure that we feel in our
relationships. Well, Bennett, when you talk about relationship pressure, I'm going to use an example of in-laws.
Yes.
Because the most pressure when it comes to married women comes from the in-laws side.
Yes.
So they'll pressurize you, and they'll be like, Ozaladi, otwaddi omwana, mutabani waffe wona alikaddiwa, blah 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 blah.
Yes.
I'm not the one who told my ovaries to take long.
Yeah. or you don't know what we are going through. Yes.
I did tell my ovaries to take long to accept your signs.
Yes. So
and the more you put someone on pressure, your pressure jaba na emileme sozala. By the
exactly.
way, our mind itself can delay you from getting pregnant.
Yes.
It's not necessarily linked to this one is barren or enough fibroids and all that. Pressure, the more you think about it, n'abasawo bakugamba relax yourself.
Abamu abantu tebasiima, or like they think people are gods. You're there, you're married, you've given birth to girls, and they're like, when are you giving birth to
a boy?
Yes, to a boy. And some men
and they put that on women,
yes,
forgetting
that a man, yes, still, exactly. So, yeah, and at some point I think they even give them advice to go somewhere else, like
to try
another girl, and maybe
and come and hits them. They get a girl,
another girl. So
it's really not good to put ladies on pressure until Ozara.
Yes.
Ozara. If
Zala, there's no one stopping you.
There's no one stopping you, because
yes,
you don't know how that thing plays with someone's head. When are you giving birth? When are you giving birth? So that thought, when the time comes when they're going for, you know what I'm talking about. When they're going for,
it's all they can
that
think
exercise,
about.
It's the only thing in their mind.
And they won't even enjoy the act.
Yeah, so please, pressure.
That's true. And also another pressure from relationship, I think it's between couples. Like you feel pressurized maybe by your man. He expects you to do this, he expects you to do that, and yes, maybe like he's like, you can't, you have to wash clothes by yourself, you have to sing your juicy wachi or blender, you have,
forgetting
like
yes, you have to put yourself on pressure.
Exactly. So you end up putting in a lot, and you want to do everything because you want to be loved and praised by the man. And we have to know that you can't pour from an empty cup. Yes. Pour into a person who pours into you. Yeah.
So yeah, we can live with pressure, but still we can control pressure. Don't want to take off pressure. Okay, it's inevitable, but still, don't let anyone put you on pressure. If I know that I'm going to cook, don't put me on pressure. I already know that I'm going to cook. So if you put me on pressure, I better just sit it. Cook things that are not nice.
I think we've all experienced. You've talked about that, and I remembered pressure. I've remembered when you're going to do something and then someone tells you to do it the way you feel. When we were kids and you're going to wash utensils, and then your mom is like, hey, come and do this. How do you feel? Like it's what I was going to do. So yes.
So we have pressure to succeed. Like we all set goals. Within 5 years from now, I want to be a business owner. In 10 years from now, I have to have a family.
Yes.
Because also having a family that's succeeding. Yes. So that pressure of succeeding, I want to do this, I want to do that. Maybe
yes. Or like at work.
It's okay to have goals, but don't put yourself on pressure to achieve them.
Yes.
Because you can't achieve something due to pressure. You end up making mistakes.
Yes. And talking about pressure to succeed, I think that also leads us to pressure at work. Like you want to succeed in doing something, so you end up taking in a lot of workload because you're a promotion. Yes, you're a yes person. Like I have to get promotion, bichi. So you take in a lot that you can't handle. You have to look at your personal life and also the balance. Work. Yeah, so you have that balance. Strike a balance on how to handle that.
Otherwise, you'll get pressure from pressure.
Exactly. So just take in what you can handle, and yeah.
But so what's wrong? Pressure is it?
Some people end up fainting at work,
or pressure from pressure. They say you're sweating and Who's a Bennett?
Heart attack.
Pressure, is it? So,
Yes, so just take in what you can afford.
take some water. Pressure and be.
Yeah, so then how have you handled pressure, you as a person, or would you advise our listeners out there to handle pressure?
Me as a person, I've handled pressure in different ways. One, I will take water
Yes.
so that I calm down.
Yeah.
And two, me, if I don't release a tear, see, kind of my dear.
So you cry it
So
out.
I cry it out, and all of a sudden, I wait.
You feel relieved.
Yes, I feel relieved. Or let me say I'm at my workplace. If I feel that I have a lot, I have my colleagues. Anything quotation. I'll be
Exactly.
like, okay, say help me that email. So feel free to
ask for help. Yeah.
So whichever chigani, you would
I
like to
think
impress your boss. Kumbe ya ina eyes on someone else. And that pressure of yours, that extra pressure guy.
I think it helps asking for help and sharing responsibilities, because if I help you out, next time you're also going to you're going to help me.
Okay.
So
it's okay to say no, I can't manage this.
yes.
So
And another thing, give yourself grace. Like, it's okay not to be perfect. If you haven't achieved that, it's okay. Calm down. With time, you will get there. So give yourself grace and live within your means. And you're like, I'll get there. It's okay not to be perfect. To wrap up today's conversation, let's remember that pressure is part of life, but it doesn't have to control us. So how do we redefine our success? How do we handle pressure so that it doesn't affect our mental health? So let's just sit down and think how we can protect our mental health. Yeah.
we would like to hear your thoughts about this episode. Feel free to leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.